Okay. This is going to be an interesting one. So, not so much a new dawn today, because as you can see, very, very foggy. But, I don't know, you guys seemed to enjoy the video yesterday. So, as this month in general has been like crazy busy for me, these are like the best kind of times I get to make content. So, hopefully this one will be quite good for all of you as well. I'm on my way to the train station, so I've got to go into work first, and then I'll be heading up to Liverpool for the UK Open, which I'm super excited about. So it's my first commentating event of 2026. I question that, and the only reason I question that is, no, I don't even know why I'm questioning it. My last event was YCS, Bologna, and yeah, I was unable to do Sheffield, I think it was. I just had other commitments. Anyway, I digress. What's the point of this video? Well, the point of this video, quite simply, is to give you information in regards to tournaments, like tournament structure. I get this a lot. I get a lot of people going like, a lot of people just play locals. Now I say just play locals, but like a lot of people don't really branch out from their local area. And I think that's like, where possible, that's a massive part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the world travel as well. So I used to do it with my friends all the time. Like Euros used to be this amazing, I mean it still is, but just because of how life changes, it's just a lot harder to consistently do with friends now. But Euros used to be this thing, so like every year, me and my friends book the hotel, book our tickets, and then just go, wherever it was. Utrecht, Berlin. I think unfortunately, those were the only two Euro locations we ended up doing. Which was over like a long period of time. So to give you a bit of structure, this is how kind of like I say playing career. It's not like it's not like I'm a pro duelist or anything like that. But so usually, more times than not, people of my age, yeah, I know I'm old. You started back in the day, and when I say back in the day, you started back in the early 2000s when the original, like the anime dropped, season 1, not season 0. Season 1 dropped, I think it was on like 4 Kids or something. And then the original Yugi and Kaiba Structured X dropped. Just gonna swap my hand because I've got a suitcase in one. And I'm not dragging it along just to try and give you a bit of better sound quality. But yeah, so that dropped. Now obviously I've got a younger brother, and what we did in the, and this story is kind of true for a lot of players, is obviously you never wanted the same. Well, I never wanted the same as my brother, and my brother never wanted the same as me. So we would go down to the store, and we both picked a deck. Now, obviously, back in the day, it was start at Yugioh or start at Kaiba, big blue strong dragon, or purple spellcasting master. I chose the spellcasting master. My brother chose the big blue strong dragon. So we used to play. Obviously, took it to school. Classic things back in the day. Certain elements got banned in school. Yeah, but I never played properly. Never played like competitive. Always played very, very casual. Like never went to a store or anything like that. Skip forward a few years. Obviously, life changes. You grow up a little bit. Left cards behind. And then just at one point so literally Duelist Alliance had just come out. I wasn't aware of it at this time because I still never knew like the full structure of Yu-Gi-Oh! I only used to buy, so structured deck Yu-Gi, you'd play with every single card that was in there. Never bought 3 structured decks, always only the one of that one. So yeah, I think just randomly I felt like nostalgic. So you know what, I'm gonna watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And then I was like, all right, let's see where Yu-Gi-Oh is right now. And I think it's like Zexal. So I had a look on Amazon. I was like, oh, Utopia, that's kind of cool. So I bought that, and I think like the code is something like starter deck 14 or something like SD14, something along those lines. So bought that again, still not knowing exactly what it was all about. Still not knowing, playing free ofs, still not knowing about a Forbidden Limited list, all of that jazz. Anyway, found, just through general like research, found somewhere that ran tournaments. I was like, oh, this is cool, let's see how this goes. Bought a booster pack. In the booster pack I pulled us a Telenite Deneb. Again, back in those days, I didn't know, like, I think I bought 2 packs. One had a Deneb in it and one had an ultimate rare, and I was like, what is this? What is this strange printing? I was like, okay, cool. It was like an Evil Sword T-Rex. I was like, yo, this looks sick. So, went to my first tournament. I played 60 cards in standard size sleeves of the Utopia structure deck. So you can imagine, a lot of one-offs, but the whole design of the deck was to get to Utopia. So I'd make Utopia like really old school. And again, this is in a format where players were on Burning Abyss. Like, people were trying to get hold of Dante's. Dante's were £50 a piece. So I'm like, what is this? Why is this so expensive? And it was just a wild experience for me. So as time went on, met some amazing people down there, like people I'm still in contact with now. And this is Duelist Alliance, which is what, 2012? So like, it was probably like a 10-year gap. Well, not an exact 10-year gap, but obviously like 10 years that I bought the first structure deck, and then the next product I buy is like 10 years later, give or take. Yeah, so I met some amazing people, learned a lot about the game, started to build decks, and everything else in between. Fast forward a few years, and the local environment I was at closed down. I was like, damn, like, what do I do now? Not knowing again of like, where do I go? Where do I go to find this? And keeping in mind, I know this sounds like really prehistoric, but these are like early days. This is before, so this is like Astral Pack 7 days. Like, this is before knowing where other tournaments were, what regionals were, what Euros were, all of that. Anyway, fast forward a few more years, not even a few more years actually, probably like a year. There was someone that used to go to the original tournament that I went to back in the day, and they were like, so do you know anywhere else that does Yu-Gi-Oh? And they were like, oh, hey, try this place out. I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, I think at the time it was called like Dark Arts Gaming, which funny enough, as of today, is actually called Tier 0 Games. I know, real funny story, that one. Anyway, so I went to that place, and it turns out that at the time I didn't know this, but I met like lifelong friends, like legit, someone that I met there, I'm actually going to their wedding. Like, that's how much of a life-changing kind of like experience Yu-Gi-Oh can be. And that was the same person and the same group of friends that we would go to Euros together. So my first Euros experience was during Monarch format. Me and a couple of friends we were like, what's Nationals? Let's go Nationals. So we went to Nationals. Had an amazing experience. Absolutely amazing. This was like during Cosmo, Monarchs. One of our friends got top 64 at Nats with Mermail Atlantean. And this is like Mermail Atlantean, I think they just got Neptibus. So, yeah, with 2 seconds. this is all quite an interesting thing to do, because as you get a proper close up on my face, 6:58. Still got to get to the train station in 17 minutes. Anyway, yeah, so he top, that was amazing. And then the three of us that went to Nats, we were like, all right, let's go to Euros. Like Euros, you rock up, you get a free mat, just an amazing experience. And I think the first one was in Berlin, and like that's incredible. That was like the first time I've ever been to Berlin. And then following year was Utrecht. Yeah, and then like the rest of that is just history. So we did that, and I just casually was like, you know what, I really enjoy Yugioh. Like, it brings back so much nostalgia, early 2002. So you know what, I want to, like, my passion in life was just to create content, like be a, like, I like doing content creation, and I was like, I can merge my hobby of Yu-Gi-Oh with my life passion of creating content. So I started doing YouTube, and then basically this is where we're at. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that doing YouTube would lead me to being a commentator and to just have amazing followers like you guys, like every single one of you, always leaving comments of encouragement, always asking questions, always like, I'm more than grateful every single time someone comes up to me in an event and says like, hi, how you doing? And you know, talks about how, you know, like they play Dark Worlds because it's a fun deck and they really enjoyed it. Or recently when a lot of you have been like, oh, I took your list to my locals and it's done the best it's ever done. Now, that's not me trying to blow smoke up my backside, but because at the end of the day, anyone can build a deck. It's the duelist that makes it. And all I try to do is be creative. Like, no one wants, well, maybe there are people out there that want it, but to see the same first place deck, the exact same first place list over and over and over again, like for me, like the great achievements on those individuals, I'm not taking anything away from them, but as a content creator, I like to be creative. I like to show you that there are more ways to play the game, to build the deck, to have fun with the game, like love and enjoy the game. You just need to like understand that if you're going to an environment that is all the top 1, 2, 3, 4 decks, and you want to take a deck that probably doesn't even rank on a tier list, then you're not gonna, like, there's no guarantee you're gonna top. But the entertainment you get and the feel good factor you get is from, you know, making that meta deck sweat, taking that meta deck to game number 3. Like, then they're like, what's just happened? What is this? What is going on? And I think that's really, really kind of cool. Really cool. So, anyway, I've kind of like digressed on this video quite a lot. It's kind of gone into a history lesson. The whole point of this video, taking it back, is that Yu-Gi-Oh is now in a very good position in my opinion. Not that it wasn't before, but we're now in this position where locals are a little bit more prominent. They're a lot easier to find. So through Neuron, you can find locals. You can find where your stores are around the world and kind of go from there. There are loads of Facebook groups that if you're visiting a particular city, so taking for example England, if you're visiting London, you can post in that group chat and be like, hey, I'm visiting London, anywhere in London where there is a local card shop or a local tournament and everything else like there, and there'll be more than enough people to be happy to, you know, point you in the direction of the best place to go. On top of that, there is a good website on Fanfinity which will show you locations, times, contact address, contact details for OTS championships and regionals. So what are OTS championships, what are regionals? Basically, OTS championships are mini regionals. That's the way I see it anyway. OTS championships are mini regionals. Only the top 2 will get invites. First place gets a branded mat with the OTS logo on it. A regional is the top 8 people will get their invites, sometimes more. Basically, the way that invites work outside of OTS championships is 1 in every 8 players, I believe it is an invite. So if you get 80 players, there's 10 invites. The top 4 will get a exclusive regional deck box, and the top 8 get an exclusive regional mat. Additional packs will be down to the local environment themselves. Some will add them, some won't. Now, the reason you need these invites is those invites allow you to go to Euros. Like, you need a ticket, you need an invite to get your ticket to go to Euros. Euros is basically, as it says, Euros is the end of season celebration before Worlds. The counterpart to Euros, I believe, America has the same. I think they're like regional qualifiers, I think, because obviously America is a much bigger place than the UK, and I mean, I'm not really good at geography, but probably the same equivalent size, if not bigger than, or like a little bit smaller than the whole of, well, if you include the whole of Europe, it's obviously a little bit smaller, but the other is that they have areas as well where they have Euro equivalent. And why do you go to Euros? Well, quite simply, you go to Euros to get your invite to try and win Euros to go to Worlds. Worlds is our Super Bowl, our World Cup, our end of season, let's find the best player in the world. So Asia, America, Europe, all over the place. So what is the point of all this? Well, the point of all this is to basically say, enjoy the game, go to your locals, like support your local stores, because when your local stores are no longer there, you're gonna miss them. And enjoy the game, you will make lifelong friends. Like, the amount of people that I have seen that go to, that I remember their first days at a locals, and they're this, like, it just reminds me of myself. Like, you go to these tournaments not knowing anybody, you're this shy little kid that sit in the corner, you just want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, you want to have a bit of fun, and I almost guarantee it, within about 5 minutes, as soon as you talk to the owner of the store, they point you in the direction of the player or players that are considered as like the go-tos. Like, you'll always find someone, as I adjust my bag and check my watch, yeah, I've got plenty of time. You'll always find someone that says, oh hey, would you like me to look at your deck? You'll always find someone that says, hey, if you have any questions in regards to like cards or rarities, let me know. And that's what I've tried to do for the YouTube, is I've tried to be that person where, you know, maybe you don't have that person at your locals, or maybe you're not ready to go to locals yet, or maybe you haven't gone to locals yet. And I want to try and be that stopgap to be like, hey, you want to know what rarity these cards are? You want to know what possible trade values there are? You want to know what possible decks you might face? Do you have a favourite archetype that you want to play? Here's how you can kind of build it to play it in the current standings, and just stuff like that. But more times than not, there will be people at your local environment that will be more than happy to do that for you. So basically what I'm saying is, you'll start off the initial reaction, or the initial kind of trepidation of not wanting to go, or worried about going to, you know, a new place, new people. That soon disappears. That soon goes. So take that jump, go to local environment. Not only will you get to play the game you really enjoy, you'll learn and evolve, and you'll make some amazing friends. And this isn't just me speaking from it is me speaking from personal experience, but like I've said, I've seen it happen multiple times. There are people that have come from different communities, like different Yu-Gi-Oh locations, that have come together and they've made insanely good friendship bonds. It's kind of like, it's like when you make your friends at school and when you make your friends at university and, you know, college and everything else like that. Yu-Gi-Oh is just another place to do it. And, you know, there might not be, as a player, you might not be ready yet to go, okay, I'm ready to dive into a regional. Or I'm ready to travel 2-3 hours to a regional. But once you get that group of friends, you then open up a testing circle. You then, as a group of friends, go, hey, you know what? Let's go on a like a friend's trip away. Let's go, like the regional. It's like an hour down the road. Let's go there. Most local stores will do an OTS championship, so that's kind of like a nice gap filler between locals and regional. And then you basically just build on from there. I don't know if this video has been enjoyable. I don't know if this video makes it off the cutting room floor, but I thought this would be a good one to introduce you all to the game, how you want to play it, and kind of go from there. Give you a bit of first-hand experience. I don't think enough duelists really talk you through their experiences, and just keep it on a very casual level. Like, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely fine to have a dream of, you know, I want to win. Like, you always start somewhere. I want to win Euros, I want to win Worlds, but very small amount of players actually do that. The bottom line of the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh is enjoy it. Enjoy it, make friends, and yeah, that's it. Just enjoy it, love it, every second you can do it. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's one. I'm going to try and do local experience over the weekend. For this time will be for the UK Open, but as a commentator, not as a player, and go from there. So maybe the warm-up for that will be how you prepare for a UK Open. I'm going to be getting a train with one of my friends today anyway, so that's going to be kind of cool. We're hopefully going to get there early enough so we can get a 4-seater so we can play on the way up. It would be the ideal dream. Anyway, as you can tell, my fitness is pretty terrible. Talking and climbing stairs is not great. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, as absolutely always, stay safe, and of course, happy dueling.